Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I am Chanda Kafle. I am here to facilitate grade 12 students. I am going to explain the poem from Heritage of Words entitled Traveling Through the Dark, written by William Stafford. William Stafford was an American poet who published this poem in 1962. In this poem, he has presented the conflict between human and nature. This is mainly about making decisions. There are 5 stanzas. Among them, 4 stanzas consist of 4 lines, whereas final stanza consists of 2 lines only. Here, in this poem, the speaker presents an action stanza by stanza. I am going to explain this poem line by line. Let me begin from the first stanza. Traveling through the dark, I found a deer. Traveling through the dark, I found a deer. Here, the speaker was traveling during the night time. It was almost dark. He was on the way in his car. There, on his way, he found a deer, which was lying on the road, dead on the edge of the Wilson River Road. And the deer was dead on the side of the Wilson River Road. It is usually best to roll them into the canyon. Most of the passengers, most of the people think to roll if they find anything on the road. People don't think more about the things. They just want to roll. They just want to roll. Roll means push here into the canyon, deep valley. That road is narrow. To swerve might make more dead. As the road is narrow, the dead deer is lying there. So, if the vehicles come there, it is very difficult to pass from there. It might cause more accidents. They should pass from opposite or similar directions automatically. They need to swerve the direction. Swerve. Swerve means change. While changing the direction, it causes more accidents, more deaths. So, the speaker thought that it's better to roll them into the canyon. And the next stanza, he talks about the different things. In the first stanza, he thought it's better to roll the dead deer into the canyon. Here, he presents, by glow of the tail light, I stumbled back of the car and stood by the heap. This means, by the brightness of the backlight, I stumbled back of the car. Means the speaker came out of the car and stood by the heap. Stood by the heap. He went nearby of the doe, which was recently killed. She had stiffened already, almost cold. Means that doe was out of breath. So it was almost cold, right? I dragged her off. She was large in the belly. Dragged. Dragged means pulled. When he pulled that deer, he found that it was large. It might be pregnant. Now, in the third stanza, my fingers touching her side brought me the reason, right? So, when the speaker tossed the deer, he found it was large in the belly. So, he tossed with the fingers and he found the reason. Her side was warm. Her stomach was warm. Her fawn lay there waiting alive. It means her mother was already dead, but her fawn, means her baby, was inside her belly, was still waiting to come out. That baby was still alive, still never to be born, because her mother had already died. That was the reason that deer never gives a birth to her baby. Beside that mountain road, I hesitated, as the poet was trying to roll them into the canyon. Here he hesitated because he knew that the fawn was still alive inside the dead deer. Here he couldn't think anything what to do, so he hesitated. Right? He got emotional here. Although there was not any fault of that fawn, he never could to be born. It's so miserable at this time. Right? This happens because of the less conscious activities of the people who use the road. We people are very less sincere for such animals. That causes many accidents. So let me start the fourth stanza. The car aimed ahead its lowered parking lights. The poet wanted to keep his car in lowered parking light because it was dark. It was the night time. That's why he wanted to prevent other accidents, or it might help other passengers to go ahead easily. He kept his car turning on. Under the hood poured the steady engine. That means the car was kept on. That also made the turning on sound. I stood in the glare of the warm exhaust turning red. Around our group, I could hear the wilderness listen. Here the poet is talking about two things, about technology and nature. People are so wild to the environment. Here the poet also producing the fume in the environment or changing the quality of the environment. Finally, the last stanza, I thought hard for us all, my only swerving. So he thought that it's very hard for the people traveling on the way, and it's very difficult to take decisions. Either he pushed the dead doe into the canyon or not. Then pushed her over the edge into the river. So he presented two kinds of reality here, mental and physical. Mentally, he was in dilemma for what to do or what not to do for the dead doe. Finally, he makes his mind to push the deer into the river in order to prevent the people to get accidents on the way. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe this channel for more videos.